This session is the men's 81 kilo category. Let's take a look at the lineups. First athlete there from Canada, Samuel Guetin.
Representing Turkmenistan,
Maksad Meredov from Turkmenistan up next.
representing Timor-Leste, Jose Martins Garcia,
Martins Garcia.
representing South Africa, Andre Gadney, representing Democratic People's Republic of
Andre
Korea,
Gadney there from South Africa. And a man who's certainly going to win this session unless something crazy happens. He'll take a shot at the world record, no doubt. Ri Chong-song from North Korea. Representing Jamaica, we have Omari Mears. A lot of support for him in the crowd today.
Falah Al-Dafiri,
Falah Al-Thafiri is the penultimate athlete here, I believe from Kuwait. And then the final athlete, one of the top athletes in the world, normally a 73. Today he's weighing in at 81, or under 81. It's Andrei Bozidov. It's Al-Thafiri's first attempt from Kuwait. 84 kilos for him. This is his international debut, so we really don't know a lot about his lifting.
Nope, that's pretty easy.
Yeah. It's good technique.
Yeah. That looked very conservative, really. He's probably capable of quite a bit more.
Yeah. I came in to the venue today on the minibus with the entire Kuwait team. They all came in to watch. They've been here since, midday, basically. And they were singing in the bus.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
What song?
I wouldn't know.
The classic Kuwaiti.
Classic, yeah, I don't know.
a change loaders, 88 kilos, please.
So just to confirm, Andrei Bozidov has withdrawn. He's in great shape, but he just doesn't want to do it, which is odd. You know, he's weighed in.
Yeah.
He's looking very strong at the moment. It's not like he thinks it's going to tire him out. I mean, the Bulgarians go heavy so frequently.
Yeah.
He could come in and hit 95 to 100% and do the same again tomorrow and not notice it.
Yeah, my guess is he doesn't want to lose.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to go here and not win. Jose Martins. 88. Oh, a little forward there, but he's made it. Didn't quite turn it over.
Now, I think TLS is Timor-Leste. The Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste, I think, in Southeast Asia.
Oh.
And I don't know if we've seen it.
That's the only athlete
TLS competing, really.
From Timor. Yeah, I don't think we've seen anyone else from there.
Let's take a look at exactly where that is.
Point out that Andreev, Bulgaria has withdrawn from the competition. No snatch, no clean and jerk for Andreev, Bulgaria.
Okay, so it's just north of Australia to south of Indonesia. It's in a gorgeous part of the world. Can't imagine it's got an enormous population. Teeming with marine life, apparently. Well, hopefully they have a competition out there at some point, because based on these images that we're seeing, I'd very much enjoy going. Population of 1.34 million. On a bit of a steep climb, though. Recently just surpassed Mauritius in population.
They're growing.
Yeah. And after this performance, imagine we'll see a bit more. Okay, so wow, massive 6 kilo jump here for Al-Thafiri. That's big.
Again, pretty easy. You know, he's a little bit forward, kind of leaves it just slightly out front, but really wasn't much of a challenge at all. That looked like a warm-up.
Loaders, 91 kilos.
He's happy.
Yeah, he's in a good mood.
There we go. That's what we'd like to see.
Timor-Leste, Martins Garcia, second
Okay,
attempt.
Martins Garcia.
เหรียญนักกีฬาหมายเลข
ของ
3
Timor-Leste
ค่ะ Timor-Leste ค่ะยกครั้งที่ 2
I mean,
Al-Dafiri, next.
that whole Southeast Asia has just become so strong
Yeah.
in weightlifting. So many strong countries. Oh,
Better turnover there, for sure. He's got whites.
perfect. 3 whites.
ผ่านค่ะ
91.
Holders 92 kilos.
10 kilos over body weight here.
กิโลกรัมค่ะ
Kuwait, third attempt. Follow.
I mean, Max, when you look at this world map, it's just such a hot pocket of athletes.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, and you think you've got, Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, the Philippines, Taiwan, China, all, pretty close together. All of them with such strong teams. You could go almost anywhere else in the world and zoom in and you wouldn't get that much talent in one place. Well, except maybe in the
stands.
Yeah, the stands are pretty good. Okay, final attempt then for Al-Dafiri. He's looked great so far.
Even
here
better
we
than
go.
the second.
Oh, what a lift.
Good lift.
And more celebrations.
Gives the old finger guns
Yeah.
there.
We love to see it.
Holders, please.
Yeah, he looks like he could have opened at that weight. That was not hard at all.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see him back at competition, approaching that 100 kilo mark at some point.
Jose Martins Garcia, Timor-Leste, third attempt.
นักกีฬาหมายเลข 3 ค่ะจากประเทศติมอร์เลสเต้ยกครั้งที่ 3 ค่ะ ที่ 93 กิโลกรัม
Jose Martin's now going to come out for 93. He made some small jumps there. 3 kilos, 2 kilos.
All right, third attempt, 93. He barely scraped under a second. Oh, and he's done it again.
That looks good.
What is his left elbow going to say?
One red, but
One red.
we don't see anything from the jury.
No. I think a couple of them might have grimaced, but
Yeah,
only because it was so close.
น้ำหนักเด็ก 160 กิโล
I
กรั
think
ม
they're going to leave it.
And Max, I'm looking at the scoreboard and I'm seeing a lot of white.
Yes.
We're at 6. 10 is the score to beat.
South Africa, first attempt.
Well, now we jump to the next sort of level here, the 114, 115 level.
เรียกที่นักกีฬาหมายเล
Here
ข
comes
4
Andre
ค่ะ
Gadney.
แอฟริกา
Very nice guy. Got to have a conversation with him and
Gadney's
the rest of the team
Omari Mears,
in the
Jamaica.
training hall.
Yeah, he was coaching yesterday.
Right. So he's opening at 114. He told me that he'd made 120 kilos this year. There we
Easy
go.
lift. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
that's
got those
great.
long arms. He's collar to collar.
Gadney,
So he looks
South
good.
Africa.
ผ่านค่ะ
You know, the roles are reversed.
Please,
Yeah.
115 kilos.
He's the athlete.
Well, he's only competed internationally once. Last time he opened up at 114 as well. Then he took a 6 kilo jump to the 120 mark and he just couldn't make it. So I'm sort of hoping he plays it a bit more conservatively here.
A little smaller jump in the middle, then
Yeah.
goes for 20 or more.
Omari Mears,
I think He's also one of the older athletes in the field. I believe he's 44, so he again could be competing at the Masters level and doing very well. But of course, when you get the opportunity to make an A session at a World Cup, you just don't pass that one up.
Yeah, that's true.
Here comes Omari Mears right now.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Very solid.
Good lift.
Yeah, in December he did 125, 156.
Another kilo, 116 kilos.
Those are the most he's hit in a while. No major injuries, he said. Just focus on technical changes, getting stronger. And he's looking forward to competing against these athletes.
That's working well.
He's got a great lockout.
Cadney, South Africa next. A change loaders, 117 kilos, please.
There's Dave Sawyer from
Andre Gadney,
Great Britain.
South Africa,
Yeah, helping out. Yeah, I think Omari lives in London, so he's you know, he knows the British coaching staff very well.
Back on the clock. Jamaica, Mears, second attempt, 1 minute to start.
And this is, see, Gadney is making that big jump to the 119.
yeah.
Omari, I don't think he was going to come out at 117. 2 kilos seems
Yep.
touch. There we go, he's gone to 18.
That makes sense.
I could see him do 18, 21, you know, just try and get back in the 20s.
Mears, Jamaica, second attempt.
Interestingly, it's Andre Gadney and then his teammate Chantel Berger, who competed yesterday
Yeah.
in the 64s, the two oldest athletes, both on the same team.
Andre Gadney, South Africa, second attempt.
Both
And
1980,
another change,
both South Africa.
119 kilos. Mears,
Interesting
Jamaica,
coincidence.
second attempt.
All right,
Here comes
Omari.
Omari now.
The clock did not start on Gadney, so Mears is down to just about 30
Oh, wow.
seconds.
What was the wow?
He got his clock basically.
Oh, I didn't even
Stolen
realize.
there.
Oh wow, Gadney bumped to 120.
They
Okay,
had bumped before.
he's okay. He's got time.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to rush, but he can't dawdle. He's got 14 seconds. 10. He doesn't take too long to set up. 5.
There he goes.
That's a better lift than his opener.
Yep.
Maybe he needed it. You know, sometimes we actually see athletes purposely run down the clock because it's something that forces them to pull the bar off the floor. Sometimes people can get almost a bit stuck in decision. They need something to tell them to go.
Right.
And when you've got no choice but to pull, you know, your mind doesn't, you know, start worrying about other things. It's just thinking, I've got to lift this now.
Yep. Well, some people like the adrenaline. They like the sort of fear that they're going to get timed out and pull right at the last moment.
So Andre Gadney coming out. You know, a nice snatch battle between these two. Omari just a bit stronger in the clean and jerk, so he's going to pull away, but fun to see them battling it out in the snatch. And Max, we've had 9 made lifts.
I just noticed that.
Yeah, this will be 10. He's never made this in competition, though. He has tried and failed.
Oh,
He can't do it.
swings it behind. He's got the power. That's the thing. He has the strength, the power. He's fast enough. He's just looping that bar. If you could just get it to move a little bit more vertically, a little bit less
Exactly.
in that horizontal plane, he'd be fine. It's
Yeah,
like-
he's got the body type to pull that really quite high. It's
Yeah.
it's just moving backwards too much.
that subtle little turnover there. It's so close.
Yeah.
You really just watch that and really want him to make that next attempt.
Well, now Omari's turn to steal Gadney's clock.
No.
So Omari bumps up to 121. Gadney gets a taste of his own medicine. It's a fun battle between these two.
Nope, I think Gadney's going to move up as well.
Gadney's going up.
That's the South African coach.
And so's Omari.
And Omari as well.
He'll go to 21. I think Gadney will take 20.
Omari Mears.
I mean, he might take 21.
Third attempt, another change, 121 kilos.
22. Wow.
You know, it's exactly what he did at the African Champs. He had 14 make, 20 miss, 22 miss.
Yeah.
And let's just hope he doesn't follow that miss on his third attempt.
Oh, wow, there's still some changes.
They're moving him up to 22. That's his teammate who competed yesterday.
Change loaders, 122 kilos, please.
Chantal Berger.
122 กิโลกรัมค่ะ
Yeah, this is fun. We have 3 athletes to come out after
Omari
this.
Mears, Jamaica,
Samuel
third
Goetin
attempt.
from Canada, Maksad Meredov from Turkmenistan, and Ri Chong-song from North Korea. But 2 attempts remain here.
122 kilos.
Omari up to 23. Surely Gadney's got to come out with this.
Yeah.
Because Andre
You
Gagné
can't miss 20 and go up more than 2 kilos. That's just too risky.
ยกครั้งที่ 3 ครั้งสุดท้ายค่ะ
He's definitely going to have to correct that because he's back now. Well, he's 5 kilos behind Mears, so he would definitely need this to be able to stay in the clean and jerk with him. He's not as strong a clean and jerker.
Pretty muscular guy. Upper body, a lot of muscle mass. Oh, you can see that early armband.
Yeah, he cut it a little bit too much.
Gagné.
It's too bad. So he's only going to make 114 then on his opener.
23 kilos.
You know, it was almost like you could see in that attempt, unlike the other, that bend of the arms that just came in, which is often totally fine. A lot of athletes do it, they get away with it, it causes no problems. But with him there, it then just, it made his sort of activation of pulling under lag and be slow.
Yeah, he didn't really follow through well with his legs
No.
either. There's no drive at the end of the pull.
จากเติร์กเมนิสค่ะ
Quite right.
Here's Omari Mears now with his 123. So he's going to take the same 4 kilo jump from second to third.
I think he can make it. He looks good. 125 in training. First time I met Omari was in Uzbekistan 2021 at the World Championships. And he's, you know, he's a staple at international competitions. This is his 6th international since then. Oh, that last arm.
A little bit forward again.
No lift.
You know, he made that same error on the opener, but then fixed it on the second.
Loaders, please.
More weight just was a little bit too much today.
เป็น 135 กิโลกรัมค่ะ
Okay, so now we move into what will become the battle for the medals. Well, really, we're moving into the battle for silver between Canada and Turkmenistan. They'll battle things out, and then we'll see Ri Chong-song take 3 attempts in a row.
Loaders, 140 kilos.
140 กิโลกรัมค่ะเจ้าหน้าที่ขอบคุณค่ะ
First attempt, Canada, Samuel Gertain.
นักกีฬาหมายเลข 1 ค่ะจากประเทศแคนาดายกครั้งที่ 1
All right, here comes Gertain.
Opening attempt for Samuel. 140 is his best snatch, so he's going in pretty heavy here. Interestingly, he's made 140s his best snatch at his last 3 competitions.
Forward there, and it looked fairly heavy off the ground, actually.
ขาดค่ะ
Because a lot of he's airborne. You
Yeah.
know, he takes off. Yeah, picks his feet up.
Second attempt, Canada, Samuel Gertain.
Yeah, just a
He
little
can
too
make it.
forward. Yeah, it's there. Just
ครั้งที่ 2
needs to be a little bit more there.
Melodov, Turkmenistan.
So articulately put.
Yes, well,
นักกีฬาต่อไปจากเติร์กเมนิสค่ะ
That's why they pay you the big bucks. It's there, it's just got to be a bit more there.
140.
Yeah, his last competition was the World Champs back in Saudi. Took bronze at the Grand Prix in Cuba, I believe it was, back in June. 140, 173.
He's got a minute left now. I mean, he's just following himself, so there's no one else until Miradov at 142.
Yeah.
Canada, second attempt.
Come on, Sam.
Lets that 30-second buzzer go so he's not distracted during the pull.
Oh, that's better, but he's on his toes. One
So
more
close.
attempt where he just moves in that same
So close.
direction. He could get that.
ไม่ผ่านค่ะ
Yeah, we're going to have a 2-minute clock, Max, so while we wait, here's something to run by you. In Doha, and I know it's been, what, how many, 2 days now since the 73s, but, you know, I'm not over it yet, so let me give you this. In Doha, Rahmat competed as an 81. He clean and jerked 201, and he took an attempt at 214, which would have been a 5-kilo world record.
Right.
And he did that to try and beat Ri Chong Song. He cleaned it and narrowly missed the jerk. He weighed 76 kilos. Had he made the jerk, he'd be ranked at number 10 in the 89s, and he'd have a ticket to the Olympics.
Yeah. Wow. How heavy was he? 77?
I'll tell you. 76.93.
That 214 weighing 76.93 would have tied
Rahmat. Rahimov.
Rahimov.
Yeah.
Which is wild to think.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't make it, but
Yeah.
still
Yeah, he didn't make it.
took a shot at it. That's such a significant number. That record, that 210 at 77, set by Oleg Perpechenov, lasted for so long. So many athletes took shots at it.
Could have been 2001, maybe? Or
Yeah, I think it was 2001.
okay, Samuel Guertin now, 140, third attempt. He has to make this if he wants to put up a total. He's made it at his last 3 competitions. Can he make it at a 4th? Yes, he can.
There it is.
And it looked so much nicer than the other two. You could just see almost halfway through the pull you knew he was going to make it.
You know, the first one was really forward. Second one was better. He brought it back in. You know, he's got to be frustrated there. He could have done that on the opening attempt.
Well, if you can hit sort of a 180-ish clean and jerk, that's going to, he'll redeem himself. He's not made that yet in competition. He said that he'd made 143 in training, so I guess at 140 is pretty heavy to attempt.
Muradov now 142. It's just one of 2 athletes yet to lift. Oh,
wow.
Very good. You know, we've seen this. The Turkmenistan team has really shown up with some very solid technicians.
Particularly in the snatch. They are so
much more in the snatch for sure.
good.
The automatic increase for Maksad Meredov, Turkmenistan, second attempt.
นักกีฬาหมายเลข 2 ค่ะจากประเทศตุรกเมนิสถาน
Well, we saw, I could be wrong. I think his name is Shazadbek
145 กิโลกรัม
Matyakubov. I think he's the 102 from Turkmenistan. We saw him snatch 180 in the training hall.
Oh, wow. As a 102, that's big.
102. We've seen so far Lesman Paredes has snatched 180.
นักกีฬาหมายเลข 2 ค่ะจากประเทศ
Miso Sona snatched 180.
ครั้งที่ 2 ค่ะ
Matyakubov has snatched 180.
Nassar.
Korea next.
Yes, Carlos, 2 weight categories below. Liu Hanhua's made 175. Jinin Song's made 175. So Garrett Karapetian hang snatch 175. So I mean, the numbers are going up in the 102s. They're definitely going up.
Yeah, I could see us getting into that 400 total mark, maybe as low as 3rd, 4th place.
Yeah, I think if you want to get a medal, you have to be planning to go over 400. That's for sure. And you know what? Today in the 89s, you might need something similar.
Oh, wow.
Change motors
Yeah, that's possible.
Maybe not quite, but maybe.
146 กิโลกรัมค่ะ
Muradov now going 146. Second attempt.
หมายเลข 2 จาก
You know, he's going to use all the time he can to buy. Well, he's going to use all the time he can so he can get some recovery. That's why we saw that. Small jumps, a couple of small changes. Stop the clock, get himself some rest. Oh, very nice again.
Yeah, very
looks
smooth. He can do 150.
ผ่านค่ะ
Well, he's made 151 before, so. And he's had a sort of a spree of bad meets.
147 กิโล
You
กรั
know,
ม
he's not lifted particularly well. He's not made over 141 kilos since Colombia, in fact. But, you know, he's gradually been increasing his body weight.
เติมเป็นนิสฐานยกครั้งที่ 3
Clearly, it's paying off.
DPR Korea next.
คนต่อไปนักกีฬาหมายเลข
Wonder what shape Chong-chong's going to be in. Chong-chong, I mean, he's looked pretty good in training.
A change, 148 kilos, please.
Yeah, the question there, I think, is going to be, does he take a shot at the world record clean and jerk?
I mean, he has to.
He's going to easily win this,
yeah.
but
Third attempt.
He's tried it several times.
หมา
I
ยเลข
think he'll do
2
it.
เติมเป็นนิสฐานยกครั้งที่ 3 ค่ะ
yeah, and if he just takes it on the second, if he needs a second try at it, he'd have that open third attempt.
Yeah.
$148. Up, it's going up. See what the last one is. Probably 150-ish. There it is. Right on the nose.
Floaters, 150 kilos.
เปลี่ยนน้ำหนักไป 150
Yeah,
กิโล
this is
กรัม
what he
ค่ะ
wants.
Yeah.
It's a kilo under his best. This would be a good day for him, especially considering how he has been competing recently, well, since Bogota.
His final attempt in the snatch.
หมายเลข 2 จากเติร์กเมนิสถานค่ะยกครั้งสุดท้ายในท่าสแนทค่ะ
Okay, here he comes.
That one looked a little heavy. You could see off the ground his hips kind of came up a little fast. Bar stayed out in front because of that.
Floaters, please, 160 kilos.
Okay, so Chong-chong now, we're bumping up another 10 kilos to 160 for the North Korean king of the 81s at the moment, really. I mean, since this category has become a non-Olympic class and Olympic hopefuls have moved, he's stayed because he can't go to the Olympics. North Koreans have not qualified as a team. They've not performed enough competition, so he's just sort of hanging out here, winning it with ease and just taking shot after shot at this world record 210. But first, here's 160 for his opening attempt.
So strong.
And he's opened with that now for 4 straight competitions. You know, he's made as many third attempt snatches as he has first attempt snatches.
Wow, that's actually very good.
Yeah.
That's consistency.
And just like we saw with couple of athletes yesterday. He's made fewer second attempt snatches than third attempt snatches.
Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
You know, I wonder if he's going to take a shot today at 170. Yeah.
He's never made it. He's made 69 twice, but he's never taken the 170.
Well, he's got no competition in this class. He's already gold by by a significant margin. Yeah, 66. I think he's going to do he's going to take that shot at 70. I think on his third. You know, that's one of the benefits of being in that kind of position where he's at. He's ahead of everybody else. He has no real concerns about needing to fight for gold, so he can do whatever he wants as far as attempts go. Treat this almost like just a heavy training session for him.
Right. 166, yeah. 190. I mean, he won the Asian Championships last month 2 months ago, with such ease. No real pressure from anyone else. The only real fight we've seen from him was at the Grand Prix in Doha, when he was up against a slightly heavier Rahmat Owen Abdullah. I mean, even he weighed pretty light. He was 78 kilos then in the 81s. So him hitting that 209,
that's huge,
is amazing. I mean, it's an underrated lift. The fact that Liu Xiaojun did 207 at 81 and Carlos did 208 at 81 and he did 209 at 78. I mean, it's a far superior lift when you think about it.
That's a huge clean and jerk.
He equaled Rahmat's world record at the time when he did it, forcing Rahmat to take the 214 because he was 4 kilos back in the snatch. Okay, Ri Chong-song 166. This was his second attempt at the Asian Championships and he made it. Oh, and he loops it.
Yeah, he jumped forward on that pretty badly.
I mean, I wonder, what do you think he does? Is he just...
You know, it's really...
Because he's got no competition. I mean,
exactly.
he could just go up. I mean, even if he only makes his openers, he's going to win this by about 40 kilos.
I think it's a question of what's the intent, you know. Is the coaching staff, you know, concerned with him making more lifts, or do they want to just give him free reign to try whatever he wants in the snatch? Although, would 170 go is a hard
Well, you know, actually, the reason he
answer.
does the 169 is because he wants the world record total.
Right, that
because actually, if he does the 210 and he gets the 69, then that's a 379 total.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which beats Liu Xiaojun's total of 378. So it would be 2 bird, 1 stoning with the 210.
Right.
Get a clean and jerk and total world record there. So we'll see if, like you said, if his intent is world record total.
I think he's coming out for 66.
Yeah.
It looks like he is. Yeah, here he is in the tunnel.
Yeah, he'll come out for 66.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll still have the goal of the 210. I reckon we'll see a shot at it. I imagine he'll open at 200 and then he'll just leave 2 attempts at 210. Which, when you think about it, 200 kilo opener is just unbelievable. In terms of the clean and jerk, he is on the same level as, you know, the Rizkis and the Rahmats of the world.
Yeah.
He's just, you know, on his own. He gets far less coverage, but he's no worse.
Yeah, I mean, his lifts are right there, actually.
Yeah. You know, if he makes this, then he's certainly going to out-total what we saw from Rizki. Of course, he weighs more, but, I mean, it's still very impressive to lift more than world record total in the category below you.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Easy.
Well, you know what he can do? He can hit the 210 on his second attempt, and then he can take the 213 and go for
I mean,
the
that
total.
would be a 213 attempt would be humongous.
Yeah, that would be massive.
That is just giant.
That's some wonderful lifting there. Okay, so 10-minute interval now before we get back underway. Let's recap quickly. The gold medal, of course, by 20 kilos goes to Ri Song. That's the heaviest snatch we've seen from any male athlete at this competition yet, 166. Silver to Meredov from Turkmenistan with 146. Bronze at 140 to Samuel Guertin. And then the runner-up, 119, Omari Mears. Fifth is Andre Gadney. Sixth, Garcia Martins. Seventh, Falah Al-Thafiri with 92. He was only one of two athletes actually to go 3 for 3 there in the snatch.
Wow.
And that was when Lasher took 4 attempts and declined his third. Okay, back to the 81s.
And here's 105.
Yeah.
An easy lift, too. That's pretty solid. I mean, he's definitely lifting well within his abilities.
It was a little forward there, but it didn't seem to cause any issues, really.
Yeah, nothing looks challenging.
106 kilos.
ก็เป็น106 กิโลกรัมค่ะ
Automatic increase. Falah Al-Thafiri, Kuwait, second attempt.
Well, what does he go to? 110, or is he going to take a big jump to 113 to give himself some more time? Martins Garcia would be the lifter at 112 if he even stays there. No, 106 is on the bar. It's going to move up from there for sure, probably to 110. No, he is. He's going to the 112. That'll bring out Martins. Timor-Leste.
First attempt, Timor-Leste.
นักกีฬาหมายเลข 3 จากประเทศติมอร์เลสเต้ค่ะยกครั้งที่
Al-Thafiri, next.
1นักกีฬาคนต่อไปหมายเลข 7
Yeah, Al-Thafiri making a huge jump, 9 kilos, so Martins Garcia now.
Oh, wow.
His best is 107 prior to this, so he's on the up in training. Career is taking off. Didn't take any clean and jerks at his last competition. Oh,
That was not the fastest clean there. He's a little behind it. It crashed on him.
whoa.
Jerk was pretty solid,
There's
though.
a lot to talk about really with that,
Yeah.
but the main thing is that he got 3 white lights.
Yeah.
But yeah, the bar, there's a lot of separation. He beats the bar into the squat, so the bar crashes, and because it's got a bit of backward momentum on it, you can see it hits him and his hips just jump backwards and then come back forward, but at some point that will push him back and he'll fall backwards.
Yeah, it's a rough clean.
And the jerk, he's very slow in the dip to transition into the drive. But it's a good lockout. He's strong, that's for sure.
A change, floaters,
Okay.
114 kilos, please.
114.
Al-Thafiri now, he's going to move. He'll take 114. That's a big jump, 9 kilos.
Al-Thafiri, Kuwait,
You know, I don't
second
think he
attempt.
feels it.
No,
He took a 6 kilo jump in the snatch, didn't even touch him.
he's touching weights that look very easy.
Yeah.
I mean, none of these lifts have been particularly challenging that we've seen on the platform so far.
No, and he loves a little celebration to the camera, which we like to see.
Yeah, he's got a pretty jovial personality, I'd say. Yep, very solid clean, just textbook. Not too bad in the jerk as well.
Good.
It's a comfortable lift.
Al-Thafiri.
ผ่านค่ะ
The Kuwaiti team is having a great time there.
15 kilos.
Oh, look at that. He's got the old belt on the
Smiles all
head.
around, yeah.
Put a little face at the end.
Jose Martins Garcia, Timor-Leste.
Yeah, he loads a lot of weight onto the front leg,
นัก
but
กีฬาหมายเลข 3 จาก
really
ประเทศ
doesn't
ติ
seem
มอ
to
ร์เลส
matter
เต้
particularly.
ยกครั้งที่ 2
Look at this. Oh, what a fight. So Martins Garcia, let's see if you can meet this barbell just a little smoother.
Yeah, you know, he gets way behind the bar. He throws his shoulders back early in the pull. The problem there is that it just takes so much more time to get back under the bar.
Right.
You know, the longer the bar is falling, the faster it's going to be moving. So when it hits your shoulders, it's going to be chaotic at best.
He's got strong legs, so he can stand it up quick if he times this nicer. Oh.
Yeah, it crashed on him, but again, he stood right up.
Yeah. I don't think that one's going to go.
No. You can see the bottom of the dip there. He just takes too much time turning around.
Yeah, I think he dips a bit too fast. If he just came down a little smoother, he could probably get a better stretch reflex, and the transition would be faster, a bit more aggressive, generate more speed.
Yeah, so much of what we just said actually is kind of what we talk about when we speak of timing. You know, when someone references someone has great timing or rhythm, it really is just that ability to sort of be in the right place when the bars are there. You know, position yourself at the right spot when you're going to make an aggressive action like the second pull or the drive and the jerk.
So much of it is timing.
Yeah, just little mistakes, little errors, too fast, too slow, cause so much trouble for you.
You've got a few things you've got to get right. You've got to be in the right positions. You've got to time it right. And there was something else I was going to say. But those two are pretty good.
Yeah, get the rub down on the chest there as well.
I was always told that there's an order of priorities. It's position, then it's rhythm, and the rhythm and the tempo of the lift. Then it's the speed. Once you've got those down, then you can go for weight.
Yeah. It sounds like a Pendlay.
Yeah, it is. That's a Glenn Pendlayism.
Yeah.
He drilled that
He
into
wasn't
us.
wrong. He wasn't wrong.
I mean, totally.
Very kind of bare bones type coach.
I remember one time I said to him, really it all comes down to balance. And he said, you've just understood it. He just timed out.
He just timed out. That was... I was surprised. You know, we were just chatting there, but I didn't even conceive of him timing out.
He got his clock stolen by Alstafiri. Did they not notice?
They probably were unaware. That's unfortunate.
That's the first one we've seen at this championships.
Yeah.
And that's a shame. He's not competed many times internationally. And there's a certain level of...
well, it's a valuable attempt that he could have taken on stage that just builds that kind of rapport with the international level meets.
Yeah. I mean, it's a personal best in the clean and jerk internationally, so he can be happy with that. And he's on the rise, and you know what? He'll be hungry for the next competition. He'll save it for that.
Well, here's the villain right here. Stole that clock.
The villain with the cheeky grin. He's a 5 for 5. If he makes this, I just hope they switch cameras fast enough to the one that he's going to be pulling faces in.
He's looked great up till now.
Here he comes.
5 for 5 so far.
This could be the perfect international debut if he makes this.
He's got to be fast here with the arms.
Can he hold on? I don't think he can quite do it. But he holds on. I think he just looked at every camera in the building, so the photo opportunities are there.
Yep.
But 206, 5 for 6, 92, 114.
Oh, here we go. There he goes.
Pleased. There we go.
He's okay with it. He's happy.
We love that. Okay, up to 132, which means that Andre Gadney's bumped up, I think, by 4 kilos is what he originally put in.
Doing it quickly and accurately. Thank you to our loaders.
So Gadney's at 132. There's no one until 145, so he's probably going to be taking at least 2 of his own attempts back to back.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see... So I don't know. My prediction is that we're going to see, maybe a slightly wobbly lockout.
Yeah, with those
He's got
arms.
Very long arms.
Yeah, that bar is going to be 4 meters over his head.
I mean, we're in the ballroom, so we'll see if he fits.
It's like almost a power clean. He racks it high, but rides down.
That's good. Oh,
solid.
Okay, well I was
Yeah.
totally wrong.
Great speed, great
Wow.
lockout. You know, he does, you can watch his chest does cave in a little bit, his hips curl under, so he loses a little bit of that really nice structure in his back, but
Yeah.
drives fine. Made that lift easily.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, watch here. You can see at the bottom of the dip, he kind of caves. That chest just gives a touch.
Andre Gaffney, South Africa's second attempt.
There he is.
So I wonder what he goes for here. He said that he made 140 in
Loaders for
training this year.
134 kilos.
In the snatch, he jumped straight to the most he'd made for the year in his second attempt, and it didn't pay off. He's tried that a couple of times, and it's not paid off. I'd love to see him go for something like 138, and then he can make a jump to try and get over the 140. But
Let's see what Berger puts in now.
it's not the direction he's been going in.
Another change,
136
kilos.
เปลี่ยนเป็น136กิโลกรัม
Maybe he does.
I imagine he's going to take a bigger jump than the 4 kilos. It was not the easiest clean and jerk we've ever seen, but it certainly wasn't a limit lift for him. I think they're making a decision right now as to what to do.
Second attempt, 136 kilos.
Gave her the nod. Let's see. Most likely 138, like you said.
Omari Mears next.
We're about to find out what it is that he wants.
37.
137.
Pulls him.
I think, yeah,
Switcheroo on us
Yeah,
for the
that's-
300-pound mark.
that is a switcheroo. He split the difference. He's going for the 137, which sets him up for a 140 or 141 if he wants to go for the most he's made this year. He said that he's soaking up the amazing environment by being out here in Thailand. He said he's seen his idols in the training hall, just dream
Yeah.
come true for him, which is amazing to hear.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
always nice to hear.
He's exciting to share the experience, with the athletes at his gym, tell them all about it, and help them build up, their dreams of coming to international competitions as well. So that's really nice to know.
Yeah.
Okay, come on then, Andre.
Gaffney, South Africa.
137 now.
It's another
Yeah.
good clean. He's fast to racket, and then he gets up.
It's
Brilliant.
easy lift. Yeah, that was great. Smart attempt there. I assume he's going to try for,
I want to see 41.
yeah, personal record.
38 kilos.
มันเป็น138กิโลกรัม
No, I'd love to know has Andre been lifting for a decade plus? Are his numbers slowly coming down?
Third attempt,
As you get into those masters categories, that tends to be the case. Or did he start lifting late and he's still on the up?
Right.
Loaders another kilo, 139.
Yeah, easy jerk.
Yeah.
Mars Ready Gaffney, South Africa third attempt.
139กิโลกรัมค่ะครั้งที่ 3 ของนักกีฬาหมายเลข 4 จากแอฟริกาใต้ค่ะ
Yeah, he'll probably go right to 42 is my guess. 41, 42. They're using every attempt change they can to buy time.
Yeah.
He's falling himself. He's got 2 minutes, but whatever,
Not easy to do in the clean and jerk.
yeah, time they can kind of get away with having the loaders run on stage and switch the weights. Oh, he's down to a minute now. We'll see what he does.
Another change loaders, 142 kilos.
เพิ่มเป็น 142 กิโล
There it is, 142. It's the 5 kilo increase. I'm assuming
Wow.
for sure he's taking this.
Yeah, that's enough. He's standing up now. He's ready for it.
It's old Dave Sawyer back there.
Andre Gadby, South Africa, third attempt.
นักกีฬาหมายเลข 4 ค่ะจากแอฟริกาใต้ยกครั้งที่ 3 ค่ะ
Gadby is almost 44 years of age, oldest athlete here at this cup.
Oh, wow.
What a thing to announce.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's... Maybe that is...
Well, it's just a bit of a sting before you actually grab the
yeah,
bar.
it feels like... Okay, here he comes. Final lift now, 142. This would be huge if he makes it. It would really make up for a tougher snatch day. Yeah.
Oh, he's pushed through on the clean. Can he hold that chest up? Can he stay tight?
Oh, I think he's going to get a press out on his right elbow, but...
Just not locked.
Play the challenge card. Let's play the card. You might as well play the card.
I think they've just conceded it.
Why not? Just
145 กิโลกรัม
play a
Wow.
challenge card.
Yeah.
Why not? Look, I'm looking at the jury. They're looking at each other and smiling. You know, I think they're thinking that maybe he
It's
missed
a bit
the trick
odd.
there.
I would think it's your last lift. It was close.
You can challenge that. I mean, he got one white. You got on to challenge a one white lift.
Oh, that's actually pretty...
It's pretty close. Look at
you
that
could
right
argue that,
elbow.
yeah.
I've seen worse lifts.
Oh, yes. We've seen many worse lifts
หมายเลข 6 ค่ะจาก
get red lights and overturn to white.
Oh, well, I mean, great session, though, from Andre Gadny.
Yeah.
3 for 6. Might not have been the total that he was hoping for, but he showed a lot of fire there.
Maybe a personal victory.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if he made that in training, he'd count it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. 145 for Mears.
It's a very big opener for him.
Ooh,
And
hop
that got a
forward
real
a lot.
forward, yeah. That's a real waste of an attempt there,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Well, you know, the best thing is he didn't fight with it too much.
Yeah.
He's not wasting any energy on it.
145 kilos.
No. You'd imagine within 2 minutes he's going to be totally ready and fresh to go back for that.
Yeah. We've seen those kinds of lifts where, you know, the athlete jumps forward, they get up, or they miss the bounce and they just don't do a rebounce, they don't resettle, and then they just grind through a clean, only to get to the jerk and realize the error of their ways.
ยกครั้งที่ 2 ค่ะ
You know how we saw Rahmat sit on the steps to rest?
yeah, I mean-
In the B session, we saw Yu Dongzhu do the exact same thing. He missed 209, which is what he needed to get into the top 10 for the Olympics. He sat there, he waited the full time, and he came back and made it.
Okay.
So it can be done.
Well, I was going to say...
And I'd like to normalize that.
we
When
don't
you know
wanna-
you're following yourself, just just sit on the steps.
Yeah. Well, you're not allowed to be out there, I believe. The TC should shuttle you back to the back room.
Well, you can't get past Rahmat's father, I don't think.
No. There's too much bicep.
Yeah. I once trained with them.
Oh, yeah.
At the Asian Championships, they were doing a bodybuilding workout. They were doing some curls, and I said, "Can I work in?" And we had a 3-way rotation.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I think that's on my life peak, probably.
How are your dumbbell rows going, by the way?
My dumbbell rows.
We talked about this in Bulgaria.
I've been doing more and more.
Okay.
I put up a poll on Instagram asking how much people were dumbbell rowing, and realized that what I was doing was not enough. So I've been pushing it up. I'm much
Nice.
closer to the 40 kilo mark now.
Nice.
You know, pretty strict, lots of reps. I'm feeling good.
That's good. We like to see it. All right, Mears, he hopped forward a lot on the first attempt. If he can be patient. Yeah, it's a better clean for sure.
There we go.
Solid jerk, too.
And you got 3 whites. You know, the fear with Omari is because he's got such a nice lock. Oh, yeah, the jury.
Wow.
That's what I thought they were going to do. Because he's got such a nice lockout, it's very obvious when it's a slow lock.
Yeah.
He has straight arms, but straight isn't locked for him. And then you can see the final bit. Look at this. That right elbow.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That is such a subtle movement. It's such an inconsequential action, yet here it is. Probably going to strip him from that lift. Zoom in a little bit more. Scrutinize the elbow a little bit. That right arm locks more completely after he catches it.
After jury review, that is a no
Yeah,
lift due to bending and extending of the arms.
they got him.
145.
They got him. He tried to get away, and
ครั้งที่ 2 145 กิโลกรัมนักกีฬา
That's brutal.
ค่ะคณะกรรมการ
they swooped in from their perch,
เปลี่ยนแปลงคำตัดสินเป็นไม่ผ่านค่ะ
snag that lift.
สิ้นสุดการยกด้วยการดันค่ะผิดกติกา
Omari Mears, third attempt, Jamaica, 145 kilos.
กลับมาเรียกที่ 145 กิโลกรัมนักกีฬาหมายเลข 6 ค่ะจากจาเมกายกครั้งที่ 3 ค่ะ
Mears to be followed in lifting order by Canada's Samuel Gertin.
So he's now got one lift left, and he needs to make a lift.
Yeah.
Needs to make a clean and jerk. This is it.
Yeah, 150 is his international best. He went 3 for 3 at his last competition. It was perfection, the Pan Am Games. I don't think he's ever... No, he's never bombed out internationally, so he's going to have to make this. Okay, here he comes. 40 seconds on the clock. Got plenty of time.
He still has to focus on the clean as well. He can't rush through this.
A little hop forward, but he's up.
Needs speed here on the jerk. Oh, that's
Wow. That looked like an opener,
Yeah.
particularly in the jerk. That
Night
was
and day.
so easy.
Night and day from his other attempts.
Yeah.
Completely different lifter.
Great mental strength to come back under, a lot of pressure to make that after those 2 misses. Okay, so the battle for the silver sort of going to happen now between these two. I think probably we're going to find that Meredov is not only got that lead after the snatch over Guetin, but also he's probably going to be a touch stronger in the clean and jerk. But you never know. It's the closest thing we're going to get to any kind of battle in this session.
Yes, very much.
The spread is just huge. 177, I believe, Guetin has done before.
Meredov next.
Well, he had a rough go in the snatch. Only made one at 140. That was a good clean, but he was forward.
Wow, very fast dip.
Yeah. He's very
strong
strong.
knockout. Yeah, he is.
He's strong and athletic, but he looks a little bit less sharp on the lifts.
Yeah, there's a lot to refine there.
Yeah, he's powering through them.
Which is
so
exciting.
that's nice to see that he's lifting this much with those tools.
Wow, that lockout.
Yeah, that's a great jerk.
Samuel Gertin. A change loader is 173 kilos.
173 กิโลกรัมค่ะ
Samuel Gertin.
So I think he'll probably jump up to at least 75, bring Meredov out.
ยกครั้งที่ 2 ค่ะ
Yeah, Meredov's made 189 before.
Another change loaders. Big red plates, please. We need 175 kilos.
All right, the 3 reds come out.
175 กิโลกรัมค่ะ
Now, don't forget, back when, well, not back really long at all, less than 2 years ago, and in this weight category, no, not 2 years ago, over 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, Lee Dayan snatched this.
จากประเทศโตเมนิสถานค่ะยกครั้งที่ 1
Painful.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Painful to think that. That's such a big weight here.
And at 4 kilos less, Liu Zhangjun snatched more than this.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, right into the jerk, too. He just powers through that
Right
lift.
through. He's looking good.
Same weight loaders, 175 kilos. Canada, Samuel Gertin, second attempt.
Yeah, look at that clean. Just so solid.
ยกครั้งที่สอง
Sharp lift all around.
Medvedov
Gertin
next,
here.
but this is Gertin, Canada.
You know, he's 6 kilos behind Muradov. I mean, it would be unlikely if he could pass him. It's not like he really could gain that unless Muradov really doesn't perform well in his next two. I mean, this would still leave him behind.
Oh.
Tough on the recovery. But right into the jerk.
Good lift. Gertin, Canada.
ผ่านค่ะ
Loaders, please, 176
So he's probably going to
kilos.
try that.
เป็น176
Well, he go 178 for a new personal best.
Dramatic increase for Maksad Medvedov, Turkmenistan.
Or maybe even go for the 180.
Second attempt.
Looks like he could make it. Muradov, I think, will go straight to 80.
Yeah.
So unless Gertin wants to follow himself, he's probably going to have to do the
A
same.
change, loaders, same weight, thank you.
Oh, Muradov's gone to 81.
Samuel
Yeah, I think he's just doing that so that
Third attempt.
Gertin has to follow, yeah.
takes 180.
นักกีฬาหมายเลข
Gives himself a bit more time too.
Yeah.
Another change, loaders. Another kilo,
Yeah.
please, 177.
Taking 77 would be the right move to buy some time. They declare that, then they'll bump to 180 when they're ready.
Canada.
นักกีฬาหมายเลขหนึ่งจากประเทศแคนาดายกครั้งที่สามค่ะ
Oh, is he taking 77?
Another
Oh, no,
change,
no.
179.
79, okay.
Yeah.
เป็น179กิโลกรัมค่ะ
They
I
may
think he'll
still,
take 80. I think.
Yeah, they may still have one change.
Yeah.
Gertin, Canada. Third attempt, 179 kilos.
หมายเลขหนึ่งจากประเทศแคนาดายกในครั้งที่สามค่ะ
Yeah.
A change, 180
There it
kilos,
is.
please, loaders.
That's a big weight, 180 kilos.
กิโลกรัมค่ะ
Yeah, he's never made this before internationally. He's never even tried it.
Canada, third attempt, 180 kilos.
177 he made at his last competition. That was his best. So this is a 3 kilo international record. And it'll be a 3 kilo total record as well for him. So there's a lot riding on this lift.
Oh, too much.
You could almost see it in the pool.
Yeah.
It didn't look quite right.
The speed wasn't there
Yeah.
either.
The hips came up pretty quick.
Loaders, please.
But you know what? 315, it's not a bad total for Samuel.
181กิโลกรัมค่ะ
140, 175.
182 kilos, loaders.
2 more attempts then for Muradov, and then it's going to be the attack on the world records. Song-chong will open up at 200 and then probably take 2 attempts at the 210.
ยกครั้งที่สอง
Turkmenistan's Muradov will be followed by Ri, Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
นักกีฬาคนต่อไปหมายเลขห้าค่ะ
182 here. This is a 7 kilo jump. His best is 89. He might take a shot at a 190. If he makes this one. Oh, that's a tough pull.
Straight to the jerk.
No time wasted between those two lifts. That was so quick. But that pull was
very
tough.
Sharp team, the Turkmenistan lifters.
83กิโลกรัมค่ะ
Maksat Miradov, third attempt, Turkmenistan.
So Meredov's got one more, then we're on to
จากเติร์กเมนิสถานยกครั้งที่
Three.
3ค่ะ
he'll open at 200, then if he makes that, I assume go 210.
Oh, yeah.
There's really nothing in between there worth touching.
No, he'll go straight to it.
Floaters, we need 200 kilos.
Oh, wow. Meredov's
declined
withdrawn.
his third attempt.
Okay.
One more clean
Oh,
and jerk
I
for
hope that
Maksat
Ri Chong-song is
Miradov.
ready.
น้ำหนักเหล็ก200
Yeah, I would imagine so. He only had one attempt left.
Yeah, I mean, Ri Chong-song has jumped to 210 on his second attempt twice. He's now taken 4 shots at 210.
1 minute clock,
It's
please.
Missed it 4 times, but he made 209.
It's almost reminiscent of the era of trying to break that 210
Yeah.
in the 77s. There were so many athletes that took
At the
so many
211.
attempts at 211.
Definitely.
And,
น้ำหนักเหล็กที่200กิโลกรัม
you know, it's
ค่ะนักกีฬา
cursed is the wrong word. It's just a challenging weight.
Oh, yeah.
It's a huge number.
ครั้งที่1
Okay, massive opener here. 200 kilos for Ri Chong-song. We haven't seen him miss an opener in 4 years. Extremely muscular athlete.
Oh,
we go.
solid.
Oh, surely today's the day, Max. Surely
So
today's the
strong.
day. Let's go to 210, let's hit it on the opener, and then let's go to 213 and get the total world record. And
That would be it.
he's going to wipe Rahmat and Liu Xiaojun from the record books today, I think. Very possible.
Those would be big
I mean, we'll
numbers.
see.
Yeah.
Democratic People's Republic.
Yeah, 213 is extraordinarily heavy.
Yeah, I mean, 10
those
more
210s,
kilos.
those
10 more
201.
kilos on that lift is not going to come easy.
No.
He can do it. He can.
ต้องเป็น210
Now, what do you think? Do you think he's sitting down in the back room, or is he pacing?
He might. If they cut to it, I'm betting he's standing up, just looking at his coach. There he is, sitting. He barely looks like he's even breathing hard.
สถิติยอดเยี่ยมในท่าที่
He's a little winded. That was tough.
Yeah.
I mean, 210 is a big lift. That's a heavy weight.
The North Korean men's team only have 1 world record between them, whereas the women have 13. Ri Chong-song is now going to attempt a world record. They've put the 210 in. He's got plenty of time on the clock. You know, they've played that well. They've given him a decent amount of rest. And already, with a minute and a half still to go, he's getting up and he's going to slowly make his way out for this. A quick reminder, the world record in 2019 in Thailand was set at 207 by Liu Xiaojun. In 2021, it was beaten by a 17-year-old Carlos Nassar. In 2023, it was beaten by a 76-kilo Rahmat Abdullah. And now in 2024, it's going to be attempted again, twice, 210, by Ri Chong-song.
This is a huge clean and jerk. 210 world record.
I mean, this is arguably as impressive, almost I'd say, as the 204 from Rahmat at 73. Very similar lifts. Oh, he just
He hurts
please
his
be
shoulder.
okay.
No lift.
That's his 5th miss at 210 in 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, he wants his world record so badly.
Floaters.
What's he going to do? Is he going to come for it?
Timekeeper
Or
You
is
know,
that
it
gonna
looks
be
like
I feel like he's going to come out for it.
yeah, he's moving it around. Let's see what happens if we can see what that right arm.
Pull
What,
looks a little slow.
yeah, it was. I expected that.
He
It
never
looks
quite
like
racked his right elbow quite as well as his left elbow.
his right arm was down a little bit.
Little
Maybe
down.
it just landed right on that acromion process. Yeah, that's hard to say.
Wow.
He's got such muscular delts.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was a little bit low, a little forward, maybe wrenched on the shoulder a little bit. It's tough to know.
This would be...
Oh, wow, he's kind of getting a full inspection here.
You know, he's going to come out.
I think so, but
You know, the North Koreans are not like every other team.
no, they don't really.
Look at his delts. It's enormous. Striations visible. He's so lean and muscular.
You know, I may have just landed on him funny and been irritating. He's testing it out. I mean, seems like he can move it around. He's got range of motion.
What's funny is less than 24 hours ago, he was,
Yeah,
you know, laughing and smiling as he and his teammates were trying to win Super Soakers in the raffle.
Oh yes, they were very into it.
They were. Now 20 hours later, he's taking a second attempt at a world record. Here we go, 210 kilos. This to beat Raf Mat's world record of 209.
Nope, he didn't want any part of it. He
No,
hurt his
he didn't
shoulder
look
on
it.
that first try. Oh, that's a shame.
This concludes the lifting of the
That is unfortunate.
Wow. Okay, so
2024 IWF
Ri Chong Song wins by, well, only 38 kilos today. 166, 200, 3 for 6. Silver to Meredov, 146, 182. No one went 6 for 6 there. He declined his third attempt though. Guertin, 140, 175. Solid day for him. And the runner-up, Omari Mears, 119, 145, a 264 kilo total. It was a fun session, but I promise you it's not going to be as fun as the next session, the men's 89s.